probably start preparing for pretty much simulating how we're going to mount our mirrors, our handlebars, and everything like that. Now we're going to mount the handlebars, do like a dry fit, see where we like it first before we actually going to go and start JB welding this one and making it permanent. Then we're going to put the fixture first too, to get an idea of how it's going to be before we even put the JB weld. So we'll put the front handlebar, everything like that. Since we can't figure out how to get the hazard or the high beam yet on there, we'll have to do what we have here. Oh man, it's still got a ways to go, huh? I thought we'll be done. So it's kind of nice really to get the cover back on. It's been almost almost a year and a half in the making, since the scooter was pretty much naked, bare bone. So today marks a really extraordinary journey for me anyway. Just to see the scooter put together. Since my dad went through cancer treatment, I kind of put it off in building my scooter. But I did work on the website a little bit more on that time frame, but now it's kind of getting nice to be able to get back into doing the scooter. But I'm looking forward to finishing it so I can actually go back and update some more products on our website, because we got quite a bit of new products that I had not even listed yet. Oh, there you go. There it is. Look at the throttle there. The little thing there. Now, you know what's funny though? That little extended tube that I brought, I should have kept it. Why? Because the seat actually pushed down on it, and it would have been perfect for the seat to be there. But it's okay. We moved it directly from the side. You can probably see in the bottom here where it's moved to. See? And so it's good. Actually, it's a good checkpoint. So you can see the filter right there, actually. So in a way, it actually served us better to be able to do it this way, because now we can see it right underneath it. Is it scratching? We'll make sure nothing's scratching. I feel like something's scratching on this guy for a little bit. Oh, he's just a seat cover. Yeah. Yep. So there it is right there. And you can see our manual choke too. I mean, where it's gonna work, I guess we know where we can lift it up at. We can lift it right there, the manual choke. You can get it from underneath here. And you can lift the manual choke if we ever need to. But for some reason, I guess we didn't need to. It's warmer today, I guess, huh? So you can see everything's kind of crammed in there. Still pretty spacious, but still crammed. All available there for access. Let's see here. Look at that. It's just right there. I can touch it easily. Change it out. So that's good to know. But yeah, I had to drag the hose over here now. The Y shape. You can see the Y shape kind of bend it. So that's interesting there. And the throttle cable, he's right there now. So not much change. Still okay. You want to see the bandings there. This one we haven't really utilized yet, but we plan to. The decompression tube. We'll just have to put him back in this other end, and we'll monitor him if he drips out again or whatever. Wish I could create a cycle loop that he goes back into the loop, right? I'm sure it wouldn't be that hard to figure out. Okay, let's go and start this bad boy again. Before I was able to use my key and left it in there, but this time I guess it didn't. I installed this guy back again. Little lock here. It's not the most secured, but it works. This guy here, he always feels like he's coming loose, but it's not really his fault, because this guy needs to be pushed forward like this. Sorry. See this right here? Look how loose he is right there. But that's normal for him though, because this guy needs to go push back like this, see? So when we get things mounted, it's going to start pushing this back. Look at that. You don't notice these things until you bring it out. Why does there kind of look like weird marks here, huh? Looks like it's taking the shape of an animal. Maybe this thing was a werewolf or something in the middle of the night. Looks crazy. Oh, look at that. You see dirt that you would not see prior. And you know me, I can clean it pretty well. I'm surprised I can see dirt in there. So let's go and get the shop rag and clean that one first before we start. Wouldn't use the dirty of the two. Ah! Look at that guy. He just went right in there. Alright. Look at that. Is that dirty or what? This is where we would have replaced our shock. Now I heard something like squeaking. I'm thinking, oh man, did I, put these guys stabilized before I, rotate the wheel? But I think they're fine. I think they were fine. Okay, then we gotta put our front light still on there. Okay, let me get this guy real quick here. In fact, while I'm doing that, might as well start the engine and keep it running for at least 15 minutes, right? Save us some time. Put it in my pocket because I know screws get loose quickly. Unforeseen. I'm going to open this up too to keep all the sensitive stuff in here, including all my shells and stuff. There we go. This is where we put our charger in there. This is where we have the front covers in there. Oh, this is where we have, what do you call that guy? We don't have to worry about him no more. We can put him in now. All right. Sorry. Let's go ahead and clamp him in there. See, he just fits in this little plastic holder. And you just want to make sure you clamp each side. You should be good. There's those snaps in there. Snaps in there. Then you'll need a key to adjust them in there. So let me get the keys again. Whatever we could just put. Use the same key for ignition. All they are is these little C-clamp key things. They might not fit entirely smooth, but they should fit. Let's see what else. This guy here, our charger, we could put him in. I mean, just kind of dress him up a little bit, right? And I guess the only thing we're not doing right now is messing with this guy here. So we can put him here so it won't scrape. So this is where I'm putting all the other, sensitive components here. Well, including our little gunk here. We'll put that guy back in there shortly after we put the front. So we got ways to go. This is our delivery bag. Works wonders. I can't believe it fit in there. I think we could also put 2 helmets in here, no problem whatsoever. 2 full helmets. And then this trunk here looks like it put a half a helmet or a full helmet too by itself. So this bike has a lot of spaces built into it. So I'm kind of really grateful for that. Oh, let's go ahead and put this guy. Don't need to have him hanging out here. Getting lost. Registration and insurance. Looking forward to getting to the new tag. Okay, let's go and fire this guy up. Move. Okay, so let's go and do this. Just start it. That way, give it a little time to start before we start tuning. What are you doing? Putting one at a time, Michael. Okay. Put in the ignition. You can see here, ignition actually fits perfectly. See, it's in the ignition position. And look at that, it has the same symbol as our kill switch. You turn it in on position here. Everything comes on. Hold the brake lever. Hit the start button. Oh, now it sounds wonderful. I don't even know if I feel like tuning it anymore. It's still at about 1400 to 1350 RPM. So even this guy's not even aware of it. What's going on? I don't hear nothing. Do you hear anything? No? I don't hear anything either. So yeah, we'll just leave it on though. We'll see how it goes. Alright, so let's go ahead and continue wiping out. Move. Go sit back. He sometimes wants to help me and he thinks he's helping me. And he'll put his claw in here and scratches the stuff. Because he sees me doing this, right? Crazy dog. Gather, he's just doing it purposely, maliciously to attack my scooter. It's funny, I probably told you guys this though. I took the scooter out for the first run, right? And I'm thinking I'm by myself. I'm thinking, why are people looking at me? They must really think I have a cool scooter. I turn around and I realize there's noticing this dog here running after me the whole time, like almost a full block. And I didn't really take notice of it until like I was back home, like, what the heck? He must have a lot of energy. Because I was going at least probably 25 miles per hour at least. So he was actually on my tail at 25 miles an hour. And he didn't have to do a sprint either because he was actually just right on me. We went through a whole block together. I want to make sure this guy doesn't interfere and light things up inappropriately. Put him there. Just kind of hang him. See our radiator right there. Oh, make sure there's no fluid, of course, from our radiator. I thought I saw a sign of yellow tint or something. And anyway, if there was brake fluid leaking, we would know because it'll come right here. It'll come from the end here. You can see it's sort of dry. Nothing in there. Thank goodness, right? One more worry. Now, I'm going to show you the brake squeaking a little bit here. Look like it's just things dripping out of the exhaust here. You see the moisture? All that wetness in there. So, I think our tuning's not bad. It sounds good at second start already. Now, I'm not going to touch this while it's hot, of course. But I'm going to try to clean it up with a shop rag. So that brake there. Oh, we haven't tested out our brakes yet, have we? I mean, a little shop rag test, right? So let's do this. Do we have a little piece of paper laying around? I don't. Let me see if I can get another. I don't have any kind of cloth, huh? No, I mean like a shop rag. I think we kind of threw it out. Let's see if I can find it back in the recycling bin. Just need a little piece to twirl it. See if we can get some. There we go. Hate to be back here doing this though. That's directly in the exhaust fume area. Okay, here we go. So let's check this out. It sounded pretty good, doesn't it? You hear the exhaust? It doesn't seem like the engine's struggling. This is just moisture, I guess, from earlier. The wet. Okay, here we go. Roll it. I'm going to try to do this quickly because I don't want to be near the exhaust like this. Woo. There's poison right here. Carbon monoxide is minus. Alright. Alright, got it twirled there. Let's go for a dip. I can't get small enough in there yet. Let me try to keep going at it. I did get rolled up small. I wish my camera didn't run out of juice yesterday. I would have showed you guys everything I did step by step, but I think you guys got the idea. You guys see me take the front cover off before. Okay, there we go. Shove it in there. Little bit of stain, not that much. Have to go all the way in before you get that much though. So it's not gonna be a problem. And it's 24 hours already. No leaks here. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna roll the scooter a little bit back and forth. That way you guys can hear it also. Or take it off the center kickstand. Not bad, huh? Sounds pretty good. Again, it's keeping this idle. Oh, now it's actually 1500 RPM. It kind of went up on its own. Is that probably what we want to do? No, this says 2000, but it's not really. Let me make sure. Look at that. Now it's exactly at 1500 RPM. Depends how you look at it. You can look at it this way. It looks like it's 1600 RPM or 2000 RPM. But I'm trying to go look straight. So it looks like it went up on its own. So I really better not tune again until 15 minutes. The first start is a rough start because the scooter's trying to get a feel of everything. But after that, it should be fine. Okay, let me move it out so you guys can hear the squeak a little bit, okay? So here we go. Take out the center kickstand. You guys can pay attention to the... let me take it. Let me put it here where you guys can see it more. There you go. Badass, huh? Looking good. Okay, Hopefully you guys can hear the squeak. I'm not sure you guys can hear the squeak with the noise, but we'll see. I'm gonna shut the engine. Let's see if it squeaks. Ready? No more squeak. I think it may be rubbing against a little bit of the front. That's probably what's causing the squeak. Anyway, it's freaking hot out here. I wouldn't blame it now. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna put it back in center kickstand for a second. I think we're gonna go ahead and get started probably on the handlebar. I think tuning it, we'll wait till a little bit later. I think it's fine the way it is actually. So I'm not sure any more tuning required, but here I'll start again so you can see how good it starts. 1, hold the brake lever, I'll hold this brake lever. Yeah, it starts just fine. No, move, go, go. Very cool, huh? So no more squeak. I thought I was gonna have to maybe spray you some brake fluid or anything like that. So let's see how this guy's guy. He's okay, he's good. Now this guy here, he was amazing yesterday. Now he's going back to a little bit of lightness there. See that? I feel him coming back down. He was more stiff at the other time. Move! So he was more stiff at the other time. So you can see here. But their brake light should work. Yeah, if not mistaken here. Now I could have actually tied this to the brake light wall. Oh, that's where I gotta show you. Here we go, let's do this. Right signal, look at that bling. Isn't that beautiful? See that right there? Working like a charm. Our Givy is also blinking. See that? Nice. This guy also is blinking. So we did, what was those T connectors, they don't really cut too well in the smaller wires, but the big wires no problem. So I was able to tap the power from the big wire, but it just didn't do as good on the small thin wires like these ones, which is fine. What I did was I kind of stripped it myself manually and then put it back in there. You can see where I hide it, by the way. So it looks pretty good. You can't even tell a little bit. You know, 3 wires. I could, like I said again, tap the blue wires into our brake lights. But I figured, you know what, it's gonna shine like bright yellow. That doesn't really tell as a brake, you know what I mean? So I said not to anyway. So just like I did with this one, I didn't use the blue wire. The blue wire is gonna be like a pulse wire where you can keep it constantly on. So I decided not to. I think it's just the way it is, it's fine. Yeah. Now I use this one, of course, because I need a running brake light. But it'll be much brighter when you hit the brake light, so. On? Yeah, it's on. You can't almost tell, right? But the minute I hit the brake light, you'll see it come on. Watch. Let me see if I can put this here. You guys can see from the back. Dropping everything here for you guys. Okay, so I'm gonna hit the brake light. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Let go. 1, 2, 3. Let go. So the brake lights will come on. Super bright. It's not like reflective brake lights on compared to these guys here, which is more noticeable. But when you hit it, you can tell it's definitely noticeable. So I think we got our idle down. I mean, our tuning down. I'm pretty confident. I might even put the decompression tube just to have it on there. So this is Michael from NCY Store. I'll catch you guys a little bit on the next video. We're gonna probably start on the handlebars and configuring the way we want our handlebars to lay out. So cool. So we got our light bulbs and everything in there. So let's turn off the switch. So our switch is working good. We're probably gonna keep the same distance here. I'm not sure how long the NCY grips are. I'm hoping that they are shorter. If they're short, that'd even be better for us. But we'll find out. So those should come in probably a couple days, and then maybe we can use that to estimate. You know, before we JB weld everything, we can use that to estimate. So you see here, gauge clutch is no problem at all. I'm tapping it. You know, once I get fixed in there, I think it should be fine. So let me go and turn this off because I'm not sure how much more you know, fuel we have. We can see it from here, but unfortunately that's all we can see. Maybe we can see it from down here. We can still see our fuel lines, right? There you go, look. We can still see it, but still a good fuel line. I leave it open. Very confident again, because since we upgraded to that little small tie strap, which made the difference between using these guys or using any kind of clamp. This is the smallest tie strap you can find, like these guys here. They will actually pinch your hose sealed enough where you'll never have oil leak again. I guarantee it almost, or fuel leak. But unfortunately, these guys are bigger and they can actually handle, you know, these bigger hose. My fuel line is not the regular 3/16. It's a little bit bigger. I think it's 1/4 inner diameter. So that's why I was able to get away with using these clips here. So there's no leaks, no nothing. I'm really happy today. So, whoa, what's this? You always notice things when you come up, see a different light. Looked like we could have painted this a little bit more. Showed a little sign of rust here, right? This could have been hit like this real quickly. But I think it's okay for the most part. I mean, we really bother if we can get some more black paint again. Just give it, you know, cover up a little bit and just give it a squirt. Or like I do the towel dap, right? So, yeah, I think we did a lot of things to the scooter. We made it work for us. Again, the front's not installed yet, so I can't really complete the build series. So I still have a few more series to go on the scooter, and then it'll be done with. And then we're going to be doing some video blogging. Hopefully I can ride it everywhere, take it everywhere. And then our registration for our license plate won't expire until 2020. That should be coming in, I guess, any minute now. I hope that they give it to me before the end of March, because it's expiring in March, right? So March 2019, just paid the registration on it. So it should be coming in before March 2019. So it'll be March 2020. So yeah, everything looks great. Our light signal has up, our housing's there, everything's intact. I was gonna think about strapping this brake line a little bit more inner, but for the most part, I think we're fine. In fact, here, there's no more, just to make double check, make sure I don't have a, you know, any kind of moisture in this little, this is a shadow effect only. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and just make sure. Okay, now we can go and bring this guy back now. It's time to bring the tube in now. There's no more playing around with him. Okay, let's go and bring me in. She'll be coming around the mountain. There we go. We're just gonna bring it in right there, that's it. Just to protect it. There we go. We could bring this guy too, or we could leave him up there, whichever. We could bring him around. Have him say dragon or something. Dragon. I think we could even leave him down here, but it looks kind of cheesy down there. So let's try to make him all the way over. Let me try to use two hands here. Yeah, our brake assembly looks really clean. Almost want to tear him off if he's going to come off, or he's going to stay there. You know what? I feel like just tearing him off. He's giving me such a hard time already. And he's always the bad luck side anyway, right? Yeah, let's just tear him off. He's already messed up. Looks funky. I want to take you to Funky Town. Just a little cutter for him. Just yank him out the rest. See, these guys will do it. Oh, gotta be careful with sharp things around my brake. Ow. Kind of touched this guy a little bit with my hair. I feel it already. It's hot. Gotta be careful around the exhaust area when it's still on. He's fighting with the other dogs next door. They're barking each other off. Like a barking contest here. That's what it's like. Alright, it's time to do this way. Do a roll out. Like spaghetti, right? Should come off shortly. A little bit more. Just be careful though, this is your brake line still. There you go. But yeah. Alright, throw this all away, scraps. If you can't have it your way, then it should be no way. Nice. That looks clean. Looks really nice. Alright, cool. Well, it is pretty hot to work here. I'd rather work indoors on the handlebar setup. So that's something we could probably even do without the bike, because we have to assemble the mirror rearrangement and everything like that first. So we'll find out how we're going to do that one. So let's go and take this guy's tools back. Our keys over there. I want to make sure I don't lock the keys in here, even though I do have a spare one. So yeah, I really like this. It's, I guess it stands for 56 liter, maybe. That's what they call it. Now there's a 57 too now, by the way. So one more liter. Woohoo! I'm not sure if I need any bigger. Anything else looks like maybe a circus freak show. But it works well for this scooter at all. The body and everything matches perfectly. The gray, the red. I mean, I wish I could actually put that plate back on here to protect the, you know, downpour of the rain. So I'm seeing how it's gonna wick with it off, but I think the rain's gonna hit the tank. The tank's gonna splat. It's gonna get inside. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty crazy. So it might not be weatherproof yet because of that shield is not there. It's not going to be able to just deflect and roll off. In fact, I'm a little afraid now because I realized the whole tank is exposed here. Let's check out the tank real quick. See what I'm talking about. I didn't realize that the tank would interfere. I just only thought this back part would be covered anyway by this. Don't have to worry too much. But then I realized, wait a minute, the tank is fully exposed, and tank is not what we want to rust. You know, acid rain. Okay, so flow in here, it'll get capture. All the raindrops will be coming in here like this. Be pretty crazy, right? So we had that cover on there, at least protect the rain from going directly onto the tank. So yeah, this definitely is not ready for rainproof. So we do have to get that cover on there. So I'll take everything back off, whole seat, everything. Now this looks like it's chipped, but it's actually part of it. It's just made that way. Because on the other side's evenly like that as well. See that? But yeah, we're gonna ride it for right now, enjoy the struts, and then we're gonna debate. We're gonna go ahead and make the big hole here. We'll probably have to make a big hole. I don't think this little small hole is gonna really do the trick for us. I mean, even when we get small, I don't think this thing will flex in. I mean, preferably, yeah, I'll do like a small and narrow, precisely to that little point there. But we could probably put masking tape. But let's enjoy the scooter for right now, and we'll work on drilling the hole later. And I'll definitely, once everything's done, I'll unveil the tapes and all these guys here, right? I'm just gonna leave them on there right now until we, you know, at least get our new license plate sticker on there, unveil the tape when we're about to really roll out. See, these guys haven't been unveiled yet. So they should be a little shine here too. Yeah, that's it. So I'm looking forward to it. Michael from NCY Store, check you guys out later in the next video. Everything all open, full height.